1, 2, 3.
Yeah, baby!
It's pretty good.
Not bad.
Good.
Shagadelic.
We're back. We're doing another movie today. What are we doing today, fellas?
We are doing Austin Powers.
20 years later.
It's coming up on the 20th anniversary, which means that it's due for a reimagining or a sequel or something, right?
Probably overdue at this point.
We gotta mine that gold.
There was talk for years of doing a Dr. Evil spin-off.
Yeah.
It never happened.
Yes.
And then Love Guru derailed that.
He had a dream of doing like 7 Austin Powers, I think, Mike Myers that is, in total. And then the universe just kind of fell apart.
Yeah, he kind of wanted it to be like the Bond series, where it just keeps going. But
In fairness, Goldmember kind of had a nice ending, like, to the series.
Yeah, it did. I don't remember.
Dr. Evil and Austin Powers are brothers,
That's right.
which predated Spectre by
That's
10
very
years?
true.
Yeah.
That's very true.
damn.
He's Dougie.
Spoiler alert.
He's Dougie.
Spoiler alert for Spectre.
Yeah, not for Austin Powers.
The man you're talking to now, the man inside your head, is a
So we're going to try to make a new Austin Powers movie.
Let's chat a little bit about Austin Powers, though, right? Funny as shit.
One of the first examples of something getting kind of popular solely based on home video, right? It bombed at the box office.
Yeah.
Critics weren't huge fans of it, but people rented it. I didn't see it in theaters. Most people I knew didn't see it in theaters, but everyone rented it, loved it, and based on all those rentals and like VHS sales, that's what caused a sequel.
These were huge sequels. I remember going to see Goldmember on opening night.
Goldmember was massive.
It was like a fucking Star Wars night.
Yeah.
In many ways, we could argue that Goldmember launched the career of Beyonce.
Right.
I mean, Beyonce
Foxy
was a
Cleopatra.
nobody. prior
Goldmember
to
was
Goldmember.
solely responsible for Beyonce.
Yeah, she was just a no-name actress from wherever.
And now she's Queen Bey.
Now she's
Queen Bey.
Bey. She's married to Jay's. Are we in agreement we like the original best of all?
I feel like I like the second.
Yeah, I like the second a lot.
Spy Who Shagged
I like
Me.
the second a lot.
You too, yeah. Like
Goldmember's funny, but some of the jokes are real hit or miss.
I hate
felt kind of
Goldmember.
flat for me.
Yeah. It overdid things a little bit. It was a little clunky, but
Right.
yeah.
So what do we do when a movie that was previously popular started to kind of not do so well critically and in terms of box office?
We Spider-Man it.
We make a new one, baby.
Get
Yeah.
back up, baby. Yeah. We throw billions of dollars at it.
Yes.
Hundreds of millions.
Yeah. Oh boy, what are we doing? Let's figure that
All right,
out.
Let's turn to the plot
Let's get
device.
this
Go to the
going.
plot
Figure out
device.
what we're doing.
What we're doing with Austin Powers today. I'm gonna dig from the bottom here. We're doing a sequel.
Oh.
Here on Sequelitis,
okay.
we're doing a sequel.
An actual sequel.
An actual boring old sequel, which is this is perfect.
This is maybe one of our first sequels.
Is this the first
This is
time
the
it's been a
first
legit
sequel on Sequelitis.
Straight
so
sequel.
Yeah,
You're
okay.
witnessing history here, folks. This is pretty exciting stuff. So, are we doing a sequel of the first movie, or are we doing just let's add it on to Goldmember?
I say we do okay, so
Superman
Goldmember
Returns, forget that
exactly.
Superman 3 was
yes,
ever made.
We're gonna forget that the third one's been made.
Okay.
We're gonna go. This is gonna be a
Post
sequel
Spy Who
to Spy Who Shagged.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
That one had, that was Heather Graham.
Heather Graham was the female of interest.
Yes.
Rob Lowe was introduced to us, correct? Or was he in the first two?
No, Rob Lowe
'cause
was
he
in
was
the
just-
second one.
Yeah,
he
he
was
was young
He
number
was
two.
young number 2.
In the first one, it was Robert Vaughn, old number 2.
Right.
Robert Wagner.
Robert Wagner.
Robert Wagner, yeah. They're both in the second one, of course. But how does it end?
He gets his mojo.
He gets his mojo back from the fat bastard.
That's right.
Yeah, so the big premise there, of course, is fat bastard steals his mojo.
Goes back in time,
Yeah,
steals
there's
his
the time
mojo.
machine thing, yeah.
Crikey! I've lost my mojo!
They end up back in what decade? Well, they have to go to the present, which is
At the time,
99. So it was the turn of the millennium. They used that a lot, right?
Right.
yes.
Yeah. Y2K, baby.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And they jumped into the swirly time machine and,
We also got introduced to Mini-Me.
We did.
That was
Mini
Vern
Me was
Troyer's.
born. Yeah. Yeah, we also have, Scott finds out not a test tube baby, or is a test tube baby. He's not a test tube
He's
baby.
not a test tube
Right.
baby. He's Frau Farbissina's
Yes.
son.
Yes, he's the
The love child.
the love child of Dr. Evil and Frau Farbissina. Interesting stuff. Man. Yeah, so the premise is Dr. Evil's back and has invented a new time machine that allows him to go back to the 60s and steal Austin Powers,
Mojo, baby.
inadvertently leaving him shagless. Which is a term I think invented by IMDb here today, because I've never heard shagless.
He's never once said in that movie, I'm shagless, baby, no!
I've lost my mojo.
shag!
I can't shag because I'm shagless. Yeah, that's interesting.
So they go to the moon base. They go to the moon unit.
The Moon Unit Alpha.
They have
Moon
the
Unit
Zappa.
Yeah.
They go to, they have a showdown at the end of the second one. Mm-hmm. He gets his mojo back. What happens to Dr. Evil?
He escapes into the big boy, right? Into the
I
big
thought,
boy
that was
rocket.
I thought that was the first one.
That is the first one.
The second
God, these
one,
movies are
it's
insane.
the giant penis.
It's the giant
because they
penis,
keep
the Johnson
cutting-
joke.
That's a big.
Yeah.
Well, so at the end, Austin's mojo gets thrown into the air, and they're trying to catch it, but he doesn't
that's
catch it.
right.
It shatters.
Right.
And it turns out he's had his mojo all
He's had
along.
his mojo all
Which is
along.
just such a, it's a really heartwarming moment, and I think it really, I mean, all those preteens in that audience, I think, really got their mojo that day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, sequel.
We're doing a sequel to Austin Powers.
Let's take the James Bond route. There have been so many James Bond sequels. We're coming up on James Bond number 25. James Bond constantly reinventing himself, reinventing the franchise. Let's put Austin into a new situation. Let's parody another James Bond movie.
Do we have a new Austin? Like, are we scrapping Michael Myers?
Michael Myers.
Yes, we're scrapping Michael Myers. I mean, Bond is played by how many different actors?
Well, okay,
well, it
let's,
depends on how you want to take it. I mean, do you want to go like the same brand of comedy, or do you want to try to update it?
Luckily, that's not up to us. It's up to the plot device. Let's see what the hell we're doing, right?
John, go for our
Give her a
first plot
pick.
point.
all right, first plot point is Return from the Dead.
Whoa.
So who died?
Who died in Austin Powers?
I say we bring
Fez dies.
Yes, I was just gonna say.
Yes,
Return
Fez.
from-
It has
Yeah.
to be him.
Yeah, he dies a bunch of times.
I fashioned a makeshift splint. Here goes nothing. Ah!
Oh, Vanessa Kensington from the chat room is also dead.
That would be cool.
Would be great, because we could definitely get Elizabeth Hurley back. Where's she been?
She's not
dead?
doing anything.
I believe she's married to royalty.
Brendan Fraser.
Oh yes, right.
Canadian royalty.
Yeah, because we have the idea that Vanessa Kensington is a normal person in the first one, and then at the beginning of the second one, she dies.
She's a fembot.
Immediately, she's a fembot.
She's a fembot, baby.
Vanessa, you're a fembot.
No shit, Sherlock.
So then we could do a thing where she wasn't a fembot all along.
It's the real Vanessa has been captured by Dr. Evil.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And hidden in a chamber somewhere.
We could retcon it. You know, at the end of the first one, she gets captured by Dr. Evil, gets replaced by a fembot. So Vanessa Kensington was a human being all along.
Just replaced by a fembot.
Yeah, and he goes, "She wasn't a fembot, baby."
Yeah. Yeah, and then this is going to complicate things because Felicity Shagwell is still alive, right?
Yeah, but they just ditched her for the third movie. We could just...
Yeah, we're not doing the third movie. We've eliminated the third movie. Didn't we say we're eliminating the third movie?
We're gonna go Superman 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just ignoring Goldmember altogether.
We're gonna do a Superman Returns.
right. you know.
Basically, the whole movie is Austin Powers trying to have a three-way with Felicity Shagwell. Vanessa Kensington.
That's his short-term goal.
It's a romantic triangle, but not what you'd think.
right.
yeah.
It's clearly just.
He's all
Austin
for
trying
it.
to- Yeah.
And
oh,
they're-
absolutely.
Basically, a
Why wouldn't he
romantic wishbone.
And
Yes.
neither of them are all that jealous.
be?
'cause,
Emphasis on
Right.
You know, Austin's just sweet. They never really loved him
Yeah,
that much.
and maybe Felicity settled down.
Yeah.
You know,
Maybe
she has
they
some
have a kid. They're going to have a
grandkids.
kid.
Will they?
I don't know.
I guess we'll find it.
Anyway,
Malinok,
Yeah.
how are we ending this baby?
How we ending this, baby? Yeah.
Epic battle.
Yeah, that makes
of
sense.
course.
Perfect. Fucking perfect sense. It's easy to do in comedy anymore.
Yeah.
It's how most new comedies culminate. The climax is with a giant battle.
okay, so right off the bat, we have that the Austin Powers movies parodied what the Bond movies were as we knew them.
Yeah.
we remember the Sean Connery ones as being overblown, volcano layers, things like that.
Right.
There's some In Like Flint and Our Man Flint stuff in there too, but they were mainly a parody of Bond movies as we know them.
Right.
So to keep it fresh in the viewer's mind, we have to parody Bond movies as we know them now.
Yes.
Which are these Dark Knight kind of reimaginings of James Bond.
We're bringing
Lots of gray.
Austin Powers into the modern day, both like he did in the movie via time travel,
Yeah.
And
thematically in
speaking.
the actual movie.
Yeah, baby.
the miracle of orthodontics.
Yeah.
So are we going Casino Royale with this?
So I say, yeah, I think so. I think off the bat, we don't do any time travel because the time travel was used to kind of parody those movies of the time.
Right.
So we ditch that and we go present day. This is all taking place present day, so we could really mine the modern day kind of Nolanization of any kind of property.
Yeah.
Really. I mean,
So Austin himself, maybe he doesn't wear the old 60s outfit anymore.
no, he does not.
What does he wear? More of like just a traditional tuxedo.
I would say basically the blue suit, but like a slick, slim fit, like,
Right.
Yeah.
modern.
So you have the blue velvet, but it's like almost like a tuxedo, right?
It's got
There's
the-
there's still some flashes. There's a tie bar that's in the shape of the Man of Mystery.
That's
the male
great.
symbol.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
You know,
that's
or cufflinks
perfect.
or something
That's
like that.
perfect.
the male logo.
Yeah.
Still very much doing that.
He has new glasses. They're very like hip and modern. Like he's not wearing the old.
now are
They're
hip.
pretty much the same.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Up to Austin
Well, that's what
Powers.
we could do. We could have a scene where he's like, Basil, shouldn't I update my glasses, baby?
Yeah, they give him
and
no,
they're like, no, Austin.
They're actually very
Or he goes, man, we could get you a new fashionable one and they're the same exact
Yes,
glasses.
that's
Yeah.
perfect.
It's
yeah.
called Warby Parker.
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's the street I lived on, baby.
So it's a new Austin Powers. It's a svelte Austin Powers.
I think he's still gross and
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. But it's
Like-
just like how he became a little bit hipper in the second one. His teeth were a little bit better.
he fixed his teeth.
He got
He's trying a little bit harder, but he's still goofy.
Do we give him a fucking weird trendy haircut?
It's kind of back in style.
He made-
Right.
Fucking looks like Harry Styles.
Mop top.
Exactly, yeah.
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 Maybe there's a joke where he got Invisalign, but it didn't stick.
Yeah. I like it. All right, so that's what our Austin looks like.
Yeah.
Is he played by Mike Myers? Do we?
Oh,
So if it's in present day, he has to be older.
He could still be
Yeah.
Mike Myers.
Yeah.
He's older. He's wiser.
Yeah.
He's been through a lot of shit.
Yeah.
The Daniel
He's
Craig
shagged a
one.
lot of babies.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he isn't fulfilled.
No.
You know, because it's real.
well, okay. So here's an idea. Feel free to toss it back in my face. What if Austin Powers is still in the movie, but he's more of the Basil role because Michael, what's his name?
Michael York.
Michael York.
Yeah.
Put him in the Basil role, and then have, I don't know.
A young Austin Powers.
That's what I'm thinking.
Son of Austin
Sort of
Powers.
like a Kingsman type thing.
Yeah.
A James Bond Jr. situation.
Yes. I love it.
Let's agree right now, Goldmember is not coming back.
Gold members.
No.
No,
We're ignoring Goldmember.
I'm fine with Mini-Me, I'm fine with Fat Bastard.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're just cameos, those two.
Fat bastard.
Fan
Mini-Me?
service.
Fat Bastard, let have him show up like for a scene.
First things first. Where's your shitter? I've got a turtle head poking out.
The only thing more central to Austin Powers than Austin Powers is Dr. Evil. What is Dr. Evil's role this time around? Does he have something to do with Vanessa coming back?
Well, he was the one who captured Vanessa. It's a big long plot to get revenge on Austin. He wants to hit Austin where it hurts, right in his shagadelic heart,
Right. And the mojo.
right in the mojo, baby. So somehow, maybe Austin is going to raid Dr. Evil's lair. Like him and MI6, they get a hot tip, and they're going to raid Dr. Evil's lair.
This is right off the bat, too.
Right off the bat, this is the
Because usually they try to capture Dr. Evil at
This
the
is-
beginning of the movie.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
away for some reason anyway. And
this is pre-credits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Austin's running through a corridor And off screen he hears, "Austin?" And he turns around. And it's Vanessa
some
Kensington.
little British boy. Oh, Vanessa Kensington. Okay, yeah.
And he's like, "Vanessa, I thought you were dead."
You were a fembot.
You were a fembot, baby.
Yeah.
Not shagadelic.
And cut to opening credits.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we get that out of the way right away.
Well, there's a big blow-up fight sequence, lots of explosions.
Sure.
Stuff like that. They
Dr.
want
Evil
that.
Did
escapes
this
again.
take place in an ISIS death camp? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Casino Royale opened in
I picture Vanessa like this against a wall with like a black mask over her
And then
head.
you have a guy walk in like to this like lair, and he's like speaking like Farsi or something, and he has like one of those like wraps around his head, and you just see his eyes, like just two plain eyes. The guy's like, "Who are you?" And he goes, "I'm Austin Powers, baby." And when the camera switches around, he has the giant glasses like above the wrap on his head. Judo chopped.
Yeah, I mean, from the chat room again, I think I like the Middle East route.
Well, I'm just saying, if we're going darker, more like, timely. But
He
anyway.
could be picked up like Saddam Hussein, like he was underground or something.
Oh, that's great.
Dr. Evil
Yes,
is underground.
yeah, and he has the giant beard.
Yeah, and he's just like, Arrested Development did it so well.
Yeah.
They find Jeffrey Tambor underground.
They open up the hatch, and he's like, "What the frick are you doing here?"
Holy frick, it's bright. And Mini-Me's also got a beard.
has a little beard too.
And Mini-Me's like, oh, it's fucking awesome.
Wow. Okay.
That's beautiful. And then there's just like weird, like there's like news reports from Al Jazeera of him getting captured.
It's like Zero Dark 30.
Yeah, get the frick away from me.
It's like night vision camera. I'll frickin' kill you.
he like runs away with his dainty Dr. Evil run.
Yeah. So then,
yeah.
who's watching this footage? Scott Evil.
Yeah.
Scott thinks Dr. Evil. Scott finally figures out that Dr. Evil is, captured. He's
Well,
finally
Scott,
found.
oh fuck, third movie didn't happen. Forget I said anything.
Right. I was
I was like, wait a minute, Scott's evil now. No, he's not. Not at the end of 2. He's just living his life. He's happily married. He's like the most normal human being on the planet.
Yeah, lives
which
in
is
the
what he
suburbs.
always wanted.
Got a full head of hair.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, he has a beautiful wife and children. Yeah, and he sees this on the news that Dr. Evil's alive. What do we do?
I think Dr. Evil is a villain in this, but we also need to have introduce another villain.
new villain.
Like Fat Bastard, Mini-Me, Goldmember.
Yeah.
What if we do a parody of Le Chiffre from Casino Royale?
That would be great.
Le Chef.
Yeah.
Le Chef.
Le Chef.
The chef.
And he's just like a floppus Frenchman.
Yeah, played by Mike Myers.
It's just completely culturally insensitive 80s comedy version of French people.
Yeah,
He's wearing like
like a beret.
beret
striped
and that's
shirt.
black and white striped
He has
shirt.
like a curly
Ascot.
mustache.
Smokes cigarettes, just
Yeah.
long, skinny cigarettes, and
Le Chef.
Le Chef. I like that. What's his problem? Why is he a villain? Is he trying to bust Dr. Evil out? Are they old cronies? Are they?
They go way back. They're part of the same evil organization.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Part of like the network of evil. They went to evil medical school together.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Perfect. They went to evil medical school
Yeah,
together.
we have a good flashback scene there, just like when Dr. Evil. Fuck, the third one doesn't exist. Never mind.
So we need.
I love it. I love Goldmember.
So we need to have an evil organization like Spectre, right? So Spectre, we have to have like some silly anagram
Let's
for
call
Spectre.
it Spooky.
Spooky.
SPOOKI.
So it's. So what could it be? It could be. Oh fuck.
How about society of people overtly
Obstructing.
counter-terrorism investigations.
Spooky with an eye.
Yeah. With an eye.
Why not?
And counterterrorism starts with K.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway.
So LeChef works for Spooky. Went to Evil Medical School with Dr. Evil.
Upstate Connecticut.
Yeah. He cooks a lot too, right? He has to cook a
he is
lot.
always
He
cooking.
uses a weapon and it's just a big long sharp baguette.
I was gonna
Right,
say,
yes.
and he cooks a lot, and him and Fat Bastard have problems getting
Yes,
along because
yeah.
Fat Bastard's just eating all the fucking time and demanding food. He's like, "Oh, hi, bring me a baguette, French."
And he grabs something. He's like, "No, that's a weapon." And he has to put it down.
Maybe
looks like a sandwich to me.
Starts smoking.
maybe he just keeps trying to bake and eat mini-me.
What's making LeChef tick here? He's breaking out Dr. Evil, right?
Well, yeah, he
'Cause
wants
they're
to break
old pals.
out Dr. Evil. They're old friends from
But he's
Evil
got
Medical
he's got
School.
the plan here.
He wants to get that Austin Powers.
That's it, though. No, they want to take over the world. They want
They want to take over the
So
world.
there's like a friendly rivalry between the two, and he knows that Dr. Evil can help him achieve X.
Or maybe
I just think they're friends.
Okay, so they are. Okay, all right.
maybe he's trying to outdo Dr. Evil. He's trying to finish the job that Dr. Evil couldn't do.
Maybe he was number 2 in med school.
He finished number 2 in med school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Behind Dr. Evil.
So then maybe
number 2 did. That's how he got the name.
So maybe LeChef does not break Dr. Evil out of prison. Dr. Evil gets word that LeChef is going to take over the world, and he's like, that frickin' frog isn't going to take over the world. I am. So he carves like a little hole in the ceiling and puts mini-me into like a weird air duct.
It's like a Shawshank Redemption parody.
Yes, yes.
Crawling through shit. And
Yeah.
It was like really gross stuff too. It was just pouring on his head.
Right, and he finally gets out, and it's like storming, and he's like,
He has to eat his way out because he runs out of room. He has to start eating shit. Like it's a really nasty sequence. And he, and then they meet on a beach and sail away.
yeah. So they meet on a beach, and they decide LeChef isn't gonna take over the world. I'm gonna take over the world.
Right.
I want one Google dollars because it's
1 trillion Bitcoin.
yeah right yes he wants
I was gonna say it has to be Bitcoin. He doesn't even know what the fuck it is, but he wants it.
Yeah, the organization says we only pay in bitcoins. Well, what the frick is a
What
bitcoin?
the frick is a Bitcoin? Is it like a tiny Bitcoin that goes do 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 do?
And this is a perfect moment for Scott and him to have a conversation
Yes.
about Bitcoin.
Well, it could also be one of those things where Dr. Evil's trying to make up his own currency.
Right.
It's like a coin, but it's only a fraction of a coin, so we shall call it Bitcoin.
Bitcoin. Yes, exactly. Yes.
Scott's
yes.
like,
Well, how about this, you frickin' weirdo? Someone pays me $100 million, and in order to launder it, I send it to one of my friends. I call it PayPal.
And the whole time, he's just communicating with them via FaceTime, and he can't figure out how to use it, so he's talking too loud, like old people do all the time. What the frick? I can only see myself.
you just see his mouth.
Oh, that's great.
Scott storms off running like a girl.
Yeah.
Right, so Scott meets up with Dr. Evil because Dr. Evil and Mini-Me escape, and they find out where Scott lives. So now Scott is sheltering.
Against his will.
He's sheltering Dr. Evil, and he puts him in the basement. He has a completely normal upper middle class life.
Mini-Me and Scott's son hate each other.
Yes!
Sworn enemies. They have this thing happening the entire time where they just want to fight. That's fucking brilliant. He's an actual baby. And Mini-Me hates him.
Throughout this whole process, both LeChef and Dr. Evil are each amassing this like their own armies, which eventually results in an epic battle.
Yes.
All right, so the epic battle happens between the armies of who?
Of LeChef and Dr. Evil.
Who are the good guys?
Awesome Powers.
Oh, right. So
Austin Powers is trying to stop because this battle between Dr. Evil's army and LeChef's army it's massive. It'll destroy the world.
You know why?
Why?
Because Dr. Evil shoots a giant frickin' laser into the sky.
Is it a big blue laser?
It's a big blue frickin' laser.
It's the only kind of laser.
Yep. That's awesome.
He finally gets his lasers.
I just want a frickin' laser.
And it's to blow up the moon, to flood the earth.
The moon will, yeah.
Yeah, whatever the hell Dr. Evil's stupid plan is.
Real estate. You fricker.
Scott.
So let's not forget, we're leading up to this big battle. This whole time, Austin Powers is in this love triangle with the reborn Vanessa Kensington and
Felicity
Shagwell. Maybe there's one thing that we never saw in the Austin Powers movies that is a staple of the Bond films, and that's James Bond skiing.
Yeah.
Maybe the three of them end up at like a ski resort, like in Aspen or Vale or somewhere in the Alps, and they're all there. They're stuck there, like trying to like work their shit out, and that's where they get attacked. And we have this big skiing battle.
That's cool.
Suggested from the chat room, we move that to French Canada.
Yeah.
Because Le Chef is a French Canadian.
Okay.
And that's why he has a giant chip on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Because he keeps saying he's French, and everyone calls him out. Everyone keeps calling him out on being French Canadian or like Quebecois.
Yeah, he claims he's Quebecois. That counts.
It's like his goal is to use a giant laser to carve Quebec out of Canada and create its own sovereign nation and move it to France.
Oh, that's great. So he plays hockey.
Right, yeah, he has to play hockey,
yeah.
yeah. And he like puts on like he's like real classy and everything, but when he puts on his helmet, there's like a mullet attached, or something.
Yeah,
like,
we can play off the torture scene in Casino Royale where Le Chef captures Austin Powers and ties him to a goalie's net and just keeps taking slap shots right to the nuts.
Yes. Yeah, I like that.
Oh, right in the 5-hole, baby.
All right, now, mummy, daddy button.
Every great Bond movie and every great Austin Powers movie has a henchman.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
We need a good henchman for this film.
Well, let's see. Who have we aped so far? Who have we seen aped so far?
From Bond, we've aped
Odd Job,
Knick Knack.
Yeah. Ralph Arbisna was a From Russia with Love.
Have we gotten a Jaws?
No.
No, we haven't gotten a Jaws.
So this version of Jaws, he doesn't have a metal dick. That's too obvious. And also, Goldmember has that.
Yeah, he has a gold dick, which is a metal.
Only a bloody Dutchman.
So he could still have metal teeth. I mean, because Random Task had.
Yeah. Well, but he's a
he had the
player.
shoe. He had the
if we make the henchman a hockey player with metal teeth because he lost all his teeth, presumably because he fucking played hockey.
Yeah.
Here's the joke. He's like Jaws, but his whole jaw's metal, so he can't talk, right? And he's like, says something like, rah, 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 and Austin's like, what?
It's the mole sequence.
Right, yeah.
I can't understand you, man. You gotta try it harder.
They call him Lockjaw.
Yes. Yeah, and fucking Dr. Evil hates him too.
Yeah, I can't frickin' understand what he's frickin' saying, Scott.
He said this! Just non-stop. It's the same fucking sequence over and over and over with these movies, and it's hilarious. Lockjaw. This is my henchman, Lockjaw.
He like squirts like an oil can into the He's like, oil he can. Asked for an oil can, oil can.
Like Mini-Me just keeps like meh.
Just
use your words, frickin' Lockjaw.
Who's playing Lockjaw?
Oh, who is playing Lockjaw? Excellent point. Who is playing Lockjaw?
John Cena.
Yeah.
Yes,
son. The dude's on a goddamn roll in these comedies. He's an idiot. He doesn't have to speak. He's just a big dumbass idiot.
Wow.
It's perfect. John Cena plays Lockjaw. He's like half silver. And he just looks like a fucking idiot the whole time.
All right, so let's recap the plot. So I'll try my best.
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning of the movie, Austin Powers is classy. He's an international man of mystery still. Mm-hmm. And maybe he's working a desk job.
He's like semi-retired.
Maybe
he's
he's like an M character, right?
Or he's hurting like
Classy.
James is hurting in
Kind of like Skyfall.
in Skyfall.
In Skyfall, right?
He's starting to get weathered.
But anyway, so they find out that Dr. Evil's still around. He's in Iraq.
Yeah.
in the hole.
In the hole.
Yeah. And this had already happened. We've already seen this scene.
Right. Vanessa Kensington saves Vanessa Kensington, Felicity Shagwell. They go to French Canada.
For some reason, they go skiing.
He goes, let's work this out, baby, on the slopes. And then it goes like this. So that's where they meet Le Chef.
He goes, let me see your moguls, baby.
Yeah. And the chef's like, welcome to France. And everyone's like, this isn't France.
Right, yeah.
Fucking Canada.
Right, yeah. Maybe he owns this giant estate where they go skiing.
Yeah, the resort or whatever,
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Powers. And he twirls his mustache.
Yeah, he's the worst.
So they're working all this shit out. Dr. Evil breaks out of prison because he hears that Le Chef is up to something. He goes to Scott Evil's place
to hide out.
As a refuge, sort of like a Jeffrey Tambor Arrested Development type thing.
Yep. Anyways, it's Scott Evil's house.
Scott Evil's house.
It's
Dr. Evil.
Harboring against his will. Mini-Me and Doug Evil are fighting because they hate each other.
Maybe Le Chef just bought this giant resort that that Austin Powers is staying at.
Okay.
And they're watching TV at Scott Evil's house, and they see like the giant resort, and they're like, the giant resort was bought by, venture capitalist Le Chef. And he's like, are you frickin' kidding me? And then it's like, all the best celebrities are showing up, including Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery. Goes, are you frickin' kidding me?
Yeah, absolutely. And then he's trying to shag both of them on like a moose rug.
Yeah,
it's like a bearskin rug. There's like this like exorbitant.
But then
moose.
the rug is massive, but there's not any traction on the bottom of the rug. Right. So like every time he tries to shag, like it slips, and then it maybe like lights on fire in the fireplace. He's like, not shagadelic, baby.
Yeah.
Ouch, baby. Very ouch.
So Dr. Evil says, I'm going to French Canada. I'm going to see what Le Chef is up to. Le Chef is...
Everyone keeps calling it French Canada, too. That's
yeah, we're going to go to French Canada. Le Chef is full well knows that he's trapping Austin Powers there. It was all part of this giant ploy. He's going to kill Austin Powers. He's going to kill Vanessa Kensington, kill Felicity Shagwell, get them out of the way, then he's going to shoot his giant blue laser into Quebec and carve Quebec out so he can move it to France.
Somehow.
Yeah.
Dr. Evil just wants to make sure that Le Chef doesn't kill Austin Powers.
Right.
Because he wants Austin Powers. I'm going to frickin' kill that fricker.
And his big blue frickin' laser.
Yeah, no one. Yeah, that's why Dr. Evil's so mad is because his thing was frickin' lasers.
Yeah,
and he finds out that Le Chef is
Built
using
a better
frickin' lasers.
laser, yeah.
And he's like, I'm gonna kill that frickin' laser monger.
The chat room wants moose, plural of moose. What's moose with lasers attached to their head or their antlers?
Right.
Lasers attached to their frickin' antlers?
Frickin' antlers, yeah.
And that'll be a joke what the plural of moose is, because Dr. Evil will call a henchman and go, I want moose with frickin' lasers on their antlers.
And number 2 goes, it's me, Stuck.
And then, well, no, it's not even that. It might not even be that. He just shows up and it's a single moose with lasers. And he's like, I said moose with lasers. And number 2's like, I know, you said moose with lasers.
a single moose with one laser.
When I say moose, I mean frickin' multiple moose, number 2.
Oh, man. It's so easy, you guys. You can do this at home by yourselves.
We're releasing a Sequelitis board game.
Yeah.
Get ready for this. Austin gets captured on the ski resort, and he has to escape. So he grabs his skis, and he's trying to get out. And he's creeping through this like lair, and he has
nice lair.
He has to hide behind this sheet that's backlit.
The skis are the dick.
And the skis are the dick.
Yeah.
His big ski dick.
It's so fucking easy.
And like some guy's looking.
Yeah.
Some henchman looking.
Yeah, it's a henchman. It's a henchman. All of Le Chef's henchmen wear like black and white striped shirts.
Yeah.
At one point, like Austin has like the shadow, and it splits into two.
Yeah.
like
Right.
His two.
Yeah.
And he's like, I gotta like the pole, like his ski pole is frozen, so he has to like massage it to get the ice off. And he's like, the pole is too hard, baby.
Somehow it comes out of his butt.
Vanessa, grab that for me over there. And she bends over and he's like,
He's like, Felicity, grab the ski, baby. And it's just this weird thing where it's like he's being DP'd by.
Give us a call, J. Roach. We're ready.
You're in, man. We got this. Oh, shit. All right. We got to get Fat Bastard back in the mix.
Oh,
we
Fat
can't
Bastard
forget
has to
about
show
Fat.
up.
So we understand that Le Chef is a chef. So there's got to be a sequence where he's hosting Austin and the ladies, maybe.
Yes.
You know, being nice at
Yeah,
first,
kind of like on Her
villain thing.
Majesty's Secret Service.
Like a fancy dinner.
Yeah, where the
Okay.
villain kind of tricks James Bond into having like a fancy dinner with all the cool
And
people.
somehow Fat Bastard shows up at this situation. Maybe he's like, because he was a sumo wrestler before, so he's disguised as something else. Like,
Now he's kind of like maybe he's worked his way up in society, and he's like a lord, like a Scottish lord.
Yes.
or he's shoveling snow or something outside.
Right. He's very healthy, he's muscular.
Oh, is he? We're not doing fat anymore? Because he's going to want the food.
He goes, he's going to be tempted by the food.
Good joke from the chat room.
That's great.
They would
That's
do
great.
something like that. The chat room suggests that Fat Bastard has lost a bunch of weight and has got swole because of good socialized medicine in Canada.
He's doing all right.
Yeah.
He's doing all right. His neck is no longer a vagina.
Yeah, right. Yeah, my neck doesn't look like a vagina anymore. Right? I can't do a Scotch.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, baby.
I'll eat your baby. Which will set up a great thing. Like, yeah, he's kind of like Le Chiffre's, like, not second in command, but it's a nice cameo. Fat Bastard shows up, and we'll have a really funny payoff scene where when all the chaos is going on with the lasers and the carving out Quebec and shit, it'll randomly cut to Bastard. Because that's what Le Chef will call him, Bastard.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, this is my Chef Bastard. He makes the finest health food. And then it'll cut away and the big battle will be going on.
Discovers poutine.
Poutine. And then he's the big battle's going on and it randomly cuts and it's just the shot of him in the dining room where the dinner was being held, and there's all these giant windows. Like the walls are basically windows, and you're just seeing all these explosions and people dying in the background, and he's just like shoveling gravy into his mouth and
Pastries and like fucking like.
oh! And there's just like explosions and like.
And you
there's,
watch
like
him
a
grow.
guy. Yeah, there's a guy on a window like bleeding. He's like, help!
He looks up. I can't help you, brother. Where should we go next, Molinock?
Time out. Seriously. Oh, God. I'm sorry. I'm striking out tonight for some reason.
You're all sweaty.
I've been trying to. Oh, God. That's why I want to do horror.
And then there's a big battle in the mountains between Britain, France,
and evil.
and evil.
There's a great. We're gonna do a great laser. The blue laser cutting out Quebec. We're gonna do a callback to the famous Michael McDonald, like, stop, where a henchman's trapped, like a henchman's on the ice, and the laser is slowly carving, and he's like, no, and the laser's like slowly getting closer. No,
that happens for sure.
And then he just explodes violently.
Right.
Big fembot sequence at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Gotta have fembots still.
Well,
Fembots for a while.
because Vanessa was replaced by a fembot, maybe the fembots are trying to come get her back.
Or she knows how to take them down. These are like advanced fembots.
Yeah.
She was like,
yeah, Dr. Evil studied me to make the perfect fembot.
Yeah.
And I also studied Dr. Evil to know the
and as they're
perfect
attacking her,
fembot.
she's going like,
yeah, she's
like,
doing that
she's
Twitch
figuring out. She's
fembot
fully
thing.
human, but she figures shit out.
Yeah.
She knows how to get in there. Yeah, and that's all part of the epic battle.
Yeah.
So there's a fembot battle. The two of them team up. Felicity and Vanessa team up
That's
to take
good.
out all the. It'll be this big lady moment.
Yeah, and it'll be like a cool, like, we have Austin doing his thing, we have them doing their thing.
And then they have to save his ass at some point because
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
Woke.
he's like,
yeah.
Hashtag woke.
Hashtag woke.
he's like hanging from a ski lift with Dr. Evil, like hanging from his leg.
Yeah.
And Le Chef hanging from Dr. Evil.
Yes, yes.
I can see your gross balls. That whole thing again.
I used to think you were crazy. I know. But now I can see your nuts. I thank you.
And then it ends however the fuck it ends.
It ends with
The three of them are friends
the
now
three of
for
them
some
are
reason.
well. It'll end with like Austin and Kensington and Shagwell in bed together.
I have it. Austin banishes both Le Chef and Dr. Evil into some ice lair. And Le Chef looks at Dr. Evil and goes, "It's frickin' freezing." And Mr. Bigglesworth is frozen again.
Yeah.
And tell me about it.
Only after Le Chef surrenders.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
The French
Like
surrender.
a true
Yes.
Frenchman.
Like a true Frenchman. He doesn't get to France in the first place. Yeah.
Quebec is saved.
Yeah.
Well, and Dr. Evil even has that layer of like hatred against the French because if I'm remembering my Austin Powers 1 history, his parents were Belgian.
Yeah. But in Belgium is a francophone, meaning they speak French
Correct.
there. So obviously he makes that connection. He hates them anyway.
Yeah.
That's pretty slick.
Yeah.
That's too smart for an Austin Powers.
No, it's not. These movies are brilliant. Look what we just created. We're smart as fuck.
So what are we gonna call it?
Oh boy. Austin Powers and the Menage a Trois. Because there's a battle of the three of them. His love interest too, or like something about that.
We've got we're doing the Daniel Craig Bonds. We've got Casino Royale. We've got
Quantum of Solace.
We've got Spectre. Let's not
Skyfall.
And Skyfall.
It's not called spooky.
Let's not call it spooky. It's not sexy enough.
Yeah.
Jesus.
A quantum of.
Okay, I got it. Austin Powers in Royale Fromage.
There we go.
It's French.
It's French.
It is cheese.
It's got the word
It's
Royale
got
in
the
it.
works.
It's awesome.
I like it.
Royale fromage. Royale fromage.
That's it. It rolls off the tongue pretty nicely.
Well, not really.
So it's
We literally did a better job than you will ever do, Hollywood.
yeah. So take that to the bank,
and smoke it.
With your faja.
Scott.
Right, so does Le Chef want to break him out? Is Le Chef his friend?
I think they're let's go grab it.
A 3D chat room.
What is that?